Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Dale. This is 4R Garage. This is kind of where I do my thing at. I just wanted to introduce y'all to my newest project. Went and picked this little gem up yesterday. 1977 Datsun 620 King Cab pickup. This truck is really rough, as you can see. Door panel is non-existent. Dash is also non-existent. Bluetooth floors, you know, that's weight reduction for racing. That seat is original, the one that came in the truck. This seat is not. Did not receive the other OE seat, wished I had. I bought this truck mostly because it's completely unmolested. Everything is here. The console's here. Like, that's the rear jack arm that goes to the spare tire and the jack and everything. That's here, which is pretty unusual with these trucks. You usually don't find that. It was also a highly optioned truck. Factory AM, FM radio, factory AC. The vast majority of these trucks did not have factory air conditioning. They were all just kind of plain Jane work trucks. But like I say, the truck is complete. It is unmolested. It's never been cut on, chopped up. Nothing's been taken off of it. Still has a factory rear bumper on it. The tail light hangers and the tail lights are not wadded up on it, and they typically are on these trucks. Tailgate's got a little rust, but you know, that's to be expected. It's 47 years old. I did get all 4 of the factory wheels with the truck. There they are. Got all 4 of the factory center caps, Datsun center caps, which are pretty uncommon to come by. Got 2 of the trim rings. This is the factory jack. What a little beast that is, just to lift a lightweight truck. Also in the package and everything with the truck, which is another thing that's pretty uncommon. The factory battery tray was there. The factory battery hold down was there. Both of the factory battery hold down bolts were there. Here's the original bag that contained the jack arm and the lug wrench. They're still in there. Super unusual. Like I say, it's pretty rusty. The bed of it is rusted worse than the cab. So, but this was actually what they referred to as their deluxe model, which I'm pretty sure was the bucket seats, center console, and maybe the air. I'm not sure if the air was included in that or not. But I mean, you can look at the connections and tell it's definitely factory air conditioning, because all the aftermarket or the dealer installed airs, all of them had to clamp on hoses on them. So this is, you know, this all came from the factory. Compressor doesn't have a belt on it, and the compressor's locked up. But those little old York 209, 210 style compressors, that's fairly common. This is the L20B 4-cylinder, and of course it's, you know, late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s. It's a smog era vehicle. Still has a smog pump on it. It's still hooked up. All the smog era stuff is still on it. None of it's ever been chopped off of it. I think this is an electronic ignition vehicle. I don't recall exactly on this. I don't remember if the 620s were electronic ignition or points, so we'll take a look together and we'll see. And it's ignition points. So that's really not too bad. That's more simplistic, although a bit more troublesome to deal with. Probably still has the factory Hitachi carburetor or the Nikkei, which I haven't gotten that far into it to know yet. The plans are today is to get it running. I did check the oil in it yesterday. There is no moisture in the oil. It does not look like milkshake. It does have a gassy smell to it, and it's not incredibly burned, so I think it's going to be all right. Allegedly, I was told that the vehicle was running when parked, but of course, you know, they always tell you that. Last inspection I could find on it was 1998. Last information I could find on it in the paperwork was 1997, so I'm going to have to assume it was parked somewhere in or around that area. Another cool little bit of information that I came across yesterday while messing with it, and I'm not sure if you can see that. Back in the day, all the dealers stamped their name in the bumpers, and that says Bankston Datsun. And I thought this was kind of a fun little fact or Easter egg or whatever you want to call it. But I also have a 81 Datsun B210 that I bought 6 or 8 months ago. It also came out of Texas. It came out of Gladewater, and it too came from Bankston Datsun in Irving, Texas. So, like I say, I thought that was kind of neat. And to give you some perspective, that's my little Datsun wagon. That's my little Mazda B2000. That's my little Dodge Ram 50. The Ram 50 is an 86. The Mazda's an 84. My wagon's an 81. And that's my tow pig. That's my 2002 F250 7.3 diesel. Long bed, standard cab, work truck. No power windows, no power dollar locks, no power seats, no cruise control. But I'm going to tell you right now, it is a super nice truck, and it is an absolute beast. That thing will pull stumps just about. It's pretty nice. I like it. Wish it had cruise control, but, you know, it is what it is. My plans are to get this truck running. I hope to get it running today. I'll try to video that somewhat as I can. This door panel is in really good shape, which is good, because that way if I decide to make the vehicle roadworthy, I'll have one to make a pattern from. And I've done some Googling on eBay and this, that, and the other, and there are floor pans available for these trucks. I thought it was kind of unique because I think on the air conditioner trucks they put the radio in this console because that's where all the AC controls are. Just your heater controls are up top. And normally I think the radio is right there on the non-AC trucks. I didn't check to see if it was a 5-speed or a 4-speed yet. I would assume it's probably a 4. Nope, it's a 5. Nice. Didn't even realize it was a 5-speed, so that's pretty cool. Like I say, the dashboard is completely wasted. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because I doubt very seriously replacement dash panels or dash pads are available. The seats are not that big a deal. I can put seats in it. I put seats in all my other ones, you know. I find something that'll work and modify them to fit. I'd like to go back with blue interior, but blue seats are incredibly difficult to find. I found a pair for my little Mazda out there, and out of a Plymouth Acclaim back in the day when they still used colored interiors. Yeah, this truck had, and of course the front end of it got wadded up. Front bumpers pushed back in, busted the grill right there. It's not terrible, but I think I can fix it if I can get the bumper pulled off of it and get all that straightened out. Parking lamp assembly is destroyed. The other one's okay, which is kind of weird. But those two I think are available aftermarket. Seems to be a pretty good bit of aftermarket support for these little trucks. Another thing that I ran across while I was washing it and cleaning it up this morning was it appears that whenever the truck was new, or not long after it was new, it was undercoated, and that probably saved it, which a lot of it blew off this morning while I was washing the truck. But the fact that that was on there probably kept the rust and the damage from being worse than it could have been, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I noticed over here in the bed at some point it had something pretty heavy dropped in it, you know, abruptly. So anyway, I think it still has a factory original gas cap on it. And yes, it does. I mean, that doesn't mean a lot to some people. And it doesn't mean a huge amount to me, but I just thought it was kind of neat. Still has the factory little mud flaps on it. I think they say Datsun on the bottom of them. Yeah, they do, but it's kind of hard to see. I had one of these trucks a long time ago, back when I was in my early to mid 20s. They're good little trucks. They're not powerhouses. I mean, they don't have enough power to pull a hat off your head, but that being said, that wasn't what they were built for and designed for back in the day. This side has both of the decals on it. Logos, decals, emblems, whatever you want to call them. I Scotch brighted that fender this morning whenever I was cleaning it up, so that'll kind of give some kind of an idea of what it's going to look like going forward, you know. But anyway, that's it's kind of a tour of my little gym. And as soon as I get out here and get going on trying to make it run, I'll try to set up the tripod and give y'all some detail on that, and we'll kind of see how it's going. Hadn't named it yet. Don't really know what I'm going to call it. I was kind of thinking something on the terms of iron oxide or something like that, because, you know, there's quite a bit of rust involved. But anyway, that's the girl. And now to get into the motions of trying to get it running. I'll be back with that whenever I get around to it.